Let's learn how to use the ManageBac website in order to access and update our community project. The first thing we have to do is locate and open Safari on our iPad. So you may have to scroll back and forth until you find this icon, then click there. Let's type in the website, which is sacred.managebac.com. Notice that BAC is how we spell back here because it refers to baccalaureate. Once you have this URL entered, click Enter on your keyboard. We are not going to enter anything in the top portion of this form. Instead, there's a white button at the bottom that says Sign in with Azure AD. Go ahead and click that button at the bottom. So I click down there. And some of us may automatically get logged into ManageBac. Others may see a screen like this. If you're already logged in, that's great. You can wait and we'll let the rest of the class catch up. Teachers, feel free to pause the video at this time to make sure every student is either logged in or sees this login screen. Okay, we need to log in through Microsoft, which is also how we log into PowerSchool. If you see your student email address here, you can click it, or you may have to enter it fresh like this. Type in your student email address, including @student.shslu.org. Then click the blue Next button. Next, enter your Sacred Heart password and click Sign In. Okay, my password is entered, and now I click Sign In. If you see this screen, you can click Yes. Once you're logged in, you will see this screen. This is the dashboard, and it's kind of an introductory welcome screen. Teachers, you can pause the video and make sure every student sees this screen now. Once we're logged in, we'll see a welcome screen like this. This is called your dashboard. The important part of the screen is the left side where we have this menu. Click the menu button now to expand the menu. And if you click it again, the menu collapses back to where it was before. We need to start out by clicking on this part that says IB Student Groups. It's the third down on the menu, IB Student Groups. Then we click on Community Project. When we click on Community Project, it brings us to our own personal project page. Let's explore this page. There's a button I want to point out at the bottom that says Edit Community Project Worksheet, but before I click there, look what happens when I click the menu button at the top. The menu collapses, and then I can click on Community Project again to make that submenu disappear. Okay, here we are, and I'm on the Community Project page. Notice that there are 3 tabs at the top: Worksheet, Journal, and Academic Honesty. We will explore the first 2 tabs today. Alright, so let's click on that button at the bottom, Edit Worksheet. Wait, where'd it go? Well, here it is on the side. When you collapse the menu, some buttons from below move to the side. So here we go. Let's go ahead and click Edit Community Project Worksheet. That brings us to this form where we can enter all of the information about our community project. So if I click into this box below Topic, I can type out the topic for my project. You can click into these boxes to fill those out. Using your finger, you can scroll down. You have a lot of different boxes you can check here for your global context. Where you choose one, you can choose the type of action. And when you're finished, you click Save Changes. And hey, here's my topic that I just entered. And there's my global context I selected. Pretty cool. Let's now move over to the Journal tab, which is the second one we have here. So we can click on Journal, but there's nothing currently because we haven't gotten started. To add a journal entry, click this button over on the right side, or if your menu is expanded, you may see it below. Let's click Add New Entry. So again, remember, we have these tabs at the top. We are under Journal. Now we can choose what type of journal entry we are adding. If you want to just type in text, maybe it's notes or a to-do list or reflections, you can do that here and then click Add New Entry. Click over on the Photos tab. From here, we can click Choose File and pick a photo from our camera roll. We also have the option to take a photo right now. So if you have your phone and you log into ManageBac and you're out doing service, you can take a photo to capture your work right there in the moment. Let me click on Photo Library to pick a photo that I've already taken. Then I choose the category or the album. I pick my photo. Let me do this one. And from this point, I can add a caption. So I click into the caption box and I write out some sort of caption. We also have a date, and this is automatically attached to the photo, so we can't change the date or backdate. That's why it's important to update our journal as we go and as we're actually doing the work. So we can't change the date. All we have left is to click this blue button at the bottom, Add New Entry. We click there, and it will post this to our journal, and hey, look at that. October 3rd, there's my journal entry, the photo that I uploaded. Let's click on Add New Entry and see another type of journal entry. Now click at the very end, so again we're under Journal. In the sub-tabs, the second set of tabs, click on File at the far right. Click Choose File. Now we want to click on Browse, because most likely our file is not a photo, it's something else, like a Word doc or a Google Doc, so click Browse. You may automatically see your recent files. If this is what you see, perhaps the thing you want to upload is being shown here. If this is the document you want to upload, that's great. Click it and you're good to go. But for the most part, we will be clicking Browse over on the bottom right. So let's click Browse right now. This brings us to all of our locations. If you saved something on your iPad, like maybe you saved a Word document, click on My iPad. And here is my Word folder. I click there. And from here, I can click this document if that's what I want to upload. But there are other options. If I click on Drive, I can see files in my Google Drive. So perhaps I want to upload this sample presentation. Let me click there. And there's the sample presentation. To finish up, I click the blue button, Add New Entry. Don't forget to save and upload the new entry. So let me click there. And now I see my second upload. Now, as a friendly reminder, teachers cannot open or view Google Slides, so always make sure to ask them what format you need to upload in, because they may prefer that you do not upload Google Slide files. It's just something to check with your teacher on. If you want to delete a journal entry for some reason, maybe you made a mistake, or maybe you want to edit the entry, there are buttons over on the side that allow us to modify our entry. This trash can, we click there to delete. The pencil, click there in order to edit. And it brings us back to the form we saw before. Okay, I'm going to click Cancel, and then I'll click the trash can to delete these two items. Am I sure? Yes, I am, so I click OK. And let's delete the other. OK. Click back over to the Worksheet tab. The final thing to learn is how to send a note to our supervisor or teacher. If you look over here on the right side, or maybe it's below, you see Teacher Info, and then listed here is your supervisor for the community project. So to send that teacher an email, don't click on the email address. Instead, let's use this box right here that says Notes and Interviews. Click into that box, and we can now, if we'd like, we can type out a note to our supervisor. When you write a note to your teacher, consider it a formal email. Use complete sentences, correct punctuation, And be thoughtful about the things that you say to your teacher and the way that you present yourself and your attitudes. Now, when we click this Post Note button, it will automatically send this to our teacher as an email, and we see that right here. It says your note will be delivered via email. So I'm going to go ahead and click Post Note. My teacher will receive an email with this note, and then they can log into ManageBac and they can see it here as well. So thanks for watching this video. This covers the ins and outs of ManageBac, and it's how we use ManageBac for the community project. Again, there are 3 tabs at the top, and then within those you have various options. We also have to get to this community project in the first place. Don't forget that you're clicking on Menu at the top. Then you're clicking on Student Groups. And then you're clicking on Community Project down here. Thanks again for watching, and we hope you enjoy the community project.